You see, let me tell you, my background is actually in theoretical physics. I studied at Imperial College, and I did my master's in quantum mechanics and relativity with somebody very famous called Sir Roger Penrose. So I come from a very strong science background. And it's not hippie science, it's very kind of robust understanding of what is this nature all about. Now, the way I'm going to start my talk, you may feel I'm really giving you a lecture on science, but don't worry, we'll bring in Hinduism as well. Listen, the cutting-edge discoveries of modern science are so thrilling and so magnanimous that I am suggesting that in the next decade, the way youngsters will become spiritually oriented is through the findings and the cutting-edge discoveries of modern science. Let me begin my journey with physics. That is my specialty. In physics, since 1920s, we discovered something so dynamic, so dramatic, so mind-blowing that even now, after nearly 100 years, scientists struggle to make sense of this phenomena they discovered at the heart of physics. Now, physics is the most pretentious of all sciences. It says, we have answers to everything. Mr. Dawkins, if you want to know your DNA, come to us, we'll sort you out. The chemists, the biologists, everybody has to come to physics to sort out the nitty-gritty, the fabric of reality. So right at the heart of physics, the most physical of physical science, you can explain your DNA, your computer chip, everything, sits a phenomena called quantum. Now most people, the moment they hear the word quantum, they think something weird, and something kind of fuzzy. The contrary, it's the most dynamic and most exciting discovery of modern times. Let me tell you what it says. So I'm trying to present to you very esoteric ideas of science in very layman's terms so that you can kind of grasp it and get access to it and don't feel worried by it. I will avoid using scientific jargon because that puts people off. So what is quantum all about? Let me tell you. We discovered that as we are trying to make sense of the world that we live in, the areas where we found kind of more exciting material was when you're looking at the smaller than the smallest. So when we're kind of digging deeper into the nature of reality, atom, and then we've got these kind of elementary particles, and then we've got hadrons, and then we've got all these kind of strings and all that. As we dug deeper into the nature of reality, we discovered the quantum phenomena. Why is it so interesting? The quantum phenomena, especially the Copenhagen interpretation, which came with the fathers of quantum mechanics, says the following. It says, friends, we have been fixated on matter for long enough. We like to explain the whole universe in terms of matter and its epiphenomena. Oh, here is a little atom, it's got a mass, a charge, and a spin. Oh, we can explain everything by just explaining reducing everything to matter and its epiphenomena. It seemed to work for 2,000 years. This is how you got your physical science, electromagnetism, everything is to do with matter and its epiphenomena. Now this particular paradigm has worked extremely well until we discovered the quantum. The quantum said, hey, hang on chaps, this is Erwin Schrödinger, the father of quantum mechanics. He said, if you try and think that you can explain this creation in terms of sticks and stones or smaller versions of sticks and stones, like these pesky little atoms, my friends, you are going to fall short. What we have discovered in the quantum is that the underpinning to this reality, despite appearance, you see this material world we are so sure, empirical world we are sure about, underpinning this empirical world we are so sure about, lies a phenomena which is saying the underpinning to reality is non-material. You say, why? What is non-material? I'm not even going to use the word like religious or God or spiritual. I'm saying it's non-material, full stop. So you cannot explain this reality in terms of matter. You say, okay, it sounds kind of an exotic idea. How to explain it? Let me show you how you can explain this idea in simple English. Suppose you've got one brick, you've got another brick. You hit them together, you can hear that nice kind of, sound, clicking sound, click. Yeah, it's empirical evidence, I can hear this, the bricks matter. Suppose you thump the bricks together and get a rubber. You can still discern the bricks when you work out all the bits and pieces, that still the two bricks are there. Now, when we look at the underpinning to the brick, the quantum, that is like the building block of the creation, there things change dramatically. If you take one quantum, take another quantum and put them together, you may think there's still two quantum messing around. Nope. When you do that in quantum physics, you don't get two quantum when you add two quantas. You get either two quantas, 1.5 quanta, 1 quanta, half quanta, or no quanta at all. Boom, they just merge. There's no energy release, nothing, just disappears. This is the reason why people feel dizzy when they talk about quantum. They're saying that reality you thought is material, like bricks. Bricks are okay when we look at the world that we see. Underpinning the brick lies a phenomena which is completely different from material world. You can say, how do you define it? Oh, we can call it mathematical, but we can't call it material, guaranteed. So you say, wow, what are we touching base with? A deeper reality that is, if you like, not visible as a material universe, and yet it gives rise to the material universe. This is the reason why quantum is so interesting. The second feature about the quantum that makes it so exciting is this. It shows tremendous interconnectedness with the whole of the creation. Tremendous, instantaneous interconnectedness. I'll just give you an example. Just as I mentioned the bricks. So you could one little elementary particle is kind of linked with another elementary particle, and then you separate them and put them away 100, 20, 30, billion light years or whatever, as far as you like. And then when you pinch this little chappy here, the other fellow goes, ouch! Instantaneously. See what's happening? There's a connection, a linkage with the whole of the living, the whole of the universe that we see at a deeper level, which is not at the material level. There's no light signal traveling from one little elementary part to the other one. You just know it, boom, they click at the same time. There's tremendous interconnectedness. And you know why this is so important? It shows a deeper reality that underlies all of us. This is what he's suggesting. And this is the latest research at UCL. When they were doing research regarding how does a leaf harness energy from the sun. And remember, the leaf harnessing energy from the sun is the basis of foundation of life on earth. Because when the leaf harnesses energy, it becomes food for the insects, animals, and humans, and so on. So harnessing, physical, force and turning it into food for us to sustain us is a major issue. And when you see we're trying to kind of understand how this process happens, and on a leaf, they discover something dramatic. This is why I feel so thrilled. Because this is what they discovered. They said, when the light falls on the leaf, there's only one place in the leaf where this particular energy can be harnessed. The rest is just a waffle. The rest is just molecules wobbling about. They can't help. And unless the light photon enters that particular place, like the Star Wars stuff, you must enter that place to destroy the Death Star. In the same way, unless that light, that photon touches that particular base, it cannot be captured. And you may have seen, Al-Khalili doing this lovely documentary about this wonderful discovery of the plant life. They say, how is it possible for that little photon to know exactly where to go? This is another unique feature of the quantum. There seems to be a linkage at a deeper level, which links up this non-material world that we know, the sunlight, and kind of trying to link it with the living kingdom by harnessing it. It seems to assist the process. And when I asked a very interesting biologist, I said, can you explain how the leaf does it? Does it have a special computer saying, okay, photon go this way, turn right, turn left? How does it do that? Oh, we don't know, Mr. Lakhani will sort it out in days to come. This is called drawing blank checks on the future. Scientists have a habit of doing that, watch it. So here we find a fantastic phenomenon right in our face, saying that the way living kingdom harnesses energy from the sun, from the non-living kingdom, is uniquely a quantum phenomena. It's not a material phenomena. There's no guiding, there's no guided missile telling the photon where to go. It just knows where to go. The photon seems to be kind of aware of greater reality. This is again another interesting feature of the quantum. So you see, the quantum gives us a deeper idea regarding what is this all about, or what are we all about. So if you like, at the cutting edge of modern physics, such this phenomena which has not been answered for such a long time. You may wonder, why is it so? I mean, such a vast discovery, trillions of photons being captured every moment. Why doesn't the science lobby say, wow, what's going on here? There's some deeper kind of reality we are not aware of that's becoming discovered through this particular simple phenomena. You may say, why aren't they not bothering? And when I looked at the Al-Khalili documentary, said, exactly how the plants mastered this particular method, we don't know, but we'll find out. You can't master this. Something is already showing a linkage at the deeper level. Now you see, when you are children, perhaps, we are given puzzle books where they say, okay, here is a picture of a living room, and there is a cat hidden in there. Can you find the cat? I'm sure most of us have done stuff, puzzles like that. And we scrutinize very carefully every part of the picture. The sofa, is there camouflage in the sofa? Oh, under the table. Oh, sitting near the fridge. Oh, under the television. We look everywhere in the picture to discern the cat, and we can't find it. And then somebody says, you missed the point. The cat is not a little thing hiding in the little kind of details of the living room. When you really look at the outline of the whole living room, you see a big cat smiling at you. The whole picture is actually exposing a cat right in your face, and yet you couldn't see because you're looking for the cat in the little details, and you won't find it. This is the situation with modern science. Because they're so kind of engrossed in the little nitty-gritty, the big picture, they will say, oh, we'll sort it out later on. This is the big picture coming out of physics. This is just one area I want to touch on, just to show you something deep is kind of unfolding itself through the integrity of science. This is the beautiful part of it. It didn't come out from some wacko hippie guy. It's from the cutting edge discovery of modern science. It's a phenomena that says, explain me. And they say, we'll do it later on. And this is not a minor phenomena. It's a mind-blowing phenomenon, a linkage at the deep level.